Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is my Audi A4 Allroad, and in this video I will show you the transformation from all bone stock to its current state. The whole process took us 6 months to finish. Now let's get into it and how it all started. Well, I saw this ad for B8.5 Allroad on Nettiauto. The car was for sale in Jyväskylä and I had to see it the next day. I had missed 3 cars past week, so I didn't want to let this slip out of my hands. I took the car for a short test drive and it seemed to be a solid example, minus some paintwork that's needed. We shook hands with the dealer, did the paperwork, and I took the Allroad home. This is the very first video I shot when I arrived back in Kuopio, 100% bone stock Allroad. First mode for the car was removing the tints from the windows. I'm not a huge fan of the tinted window. You can see it's not factory tint by this grid here. There are many ways to remove tints and I did it my old-fashioned way. First I heated the glass from the outside and then the film from the inside. Then I started to pull the film out slowly. The 3 last windows in the back are the hardest because the radio antennas and heating cores are on the glass, so you have to be super careful with them. Once all the tints are gone, I removed the glue residue with soap water, and if there was some sticky parts, I used the brake cleaner to get rid of the rest. And just like that, we have a fishbowl. I also added in-very Bluetooth module to play music wireless from my iPhone. This thing is straight up plug-in install, just throw it in AMI connector. Actually it works pretty good with Spotify and Apple Music. You just need to restart your cell phone after install to make it work. This is the first look without tints on the windows, co-starring Jonathan Newgard with his back Allroad. Next in line was installing the coilovers. This took place at Jape's garage in Kurkimäki. I have had BC Racing coilovers on many of my cars. I love the quality of them and how easy they are to adjust to your liking. First we took out the old shocks and springs and then put on the new BC Racing BR coilover kit. This kit is super nice, straight from the box. On the left you can see factory Allroad spring, and on the right there's a normal B8 S-line spring. What a difference. The fight is on. They who have changed springs to Allroad know how hard it is to take out the rear springs. We had a good fight with the rears, but we knew from the start who's gonna win this challenge. I had to do some adjustments to rear when I got back home from a little bit of driving. The tools that come with the BC kit are awesome, and it is super easy to change the height of the car with them. After some driving, the rear dropped a little bit too low and I had to raise it like 10 mm. First foam bath after lowering using Autodirt goodies. Remember to use my code Jape10 every time you shop Autodirt. After lowering the car, we had to make it go straight again. Anssi at Autosähkötalo took the job and aligned the wheels to make it drive perfect. Some of the bolts were super tight, but again, we already knew who's going to win this game.
Can't be tight if liquid.
Little bit of heat and use of power tools and we are all set and good to go. I ordered new H11 LED bulbs to my fog lights from Valo store. You can buy these with my discount Jape10. The same code works for Autodirt and Valo store. They make cool white light and it matches day running light perfectly. Clean plates are always on my mod list. I ordered new ones without holes and country sign. These are quite cheap, they only cost like 15 euros for a pair. I added magnets from Cooltech on the bootlet. Put on the counterparts, peeled off the back and put on the plate. Done.
On se aavistuksen magiampi tämmöisellä magneettikiinnittäisellä kuin tuolla ripulilla, millä se oli aikaisemmin. On hyvä.
The whole front end was like it's been shot with a shotgun. Bumper, bonnet and all the plastic forward part needed some TLC. This S-line rear spoiler was good catch from Aero. Looks so good on the Allroad. Painting was one of the biggest projects of the car, and Jape Autotrain took care of it. Jukka is the man when it comes to modify or paint anything. I trusted this whole painting process to his hands, as I know the final result will be awesome. He's been modifying cars longer than the most. I wanted a cool plateless front grille like they have in the USA, but I didn't want to pay for 1,000 euros for the part. I learned that once you remove the plate recess, chrome strips behind it go all the way through the grille. There is just a lot of holes that you need to fill in. First the holes are sanded down a bit from the back, and then the holes are shot by masking tape from the outside, followed by cane plastic adhesion promoter being sprayed on the backside. Next the holes are filled with 2-component glue, and once the glue has dried up there is more sanding and primer paint. I've wrapped the painted surface with metallic grey vinyl wrap. I used masking tape to secure the chrome strips during the sanding process. Once the holes are done, I've wrapped the grille with these stripes I cut in advance. Those stripes are like 27mm wide if I'm not mistaken. I used basic wrapping tool and heat gun for the job. Here you can see just a few stripes being wrapped. The wrap matches factory color quite nicely. The magnets. These are super powerful magnets from Cooltech, and I don't know if they are available on public market. At the time he did this set just for the Allroad. I put on the magnets back of my plate with the extra piece of fabric to save the grill from scratches like that. Then I put magnets behind the grill and add some wrap on them to make them last in winter conditions. This is the grill from the back and from the front. Aika jämäkkä. On hyvä. As you can see, these magnets are super strong. All the plastic parts needed a full respray. Fenders were sanded down all the way to paper grit 1000, and we used Kent plastic adhesion promoter as a base for better grip for the actual paint. Fenders were painted with Kent mid-grey plastic paint, which matches my car factory color perfectly. Also, the lower parts of the bumpers were painted with the same paint. Other body panels were painted in original Volcano red, which was mixed in Jukka's paint cave. Bonnet, hood, whatever you want to call it, was sanded down to bare metal for the best possible result. We didn't want to leave any sink to make bubbles and show up later. Here Jukka is wiping the bonnet one last time before he starts to spray. You can see how much sanding residue still comes up after it's been already cleaned up several times. The last wiping is done a couple of times with isopropylene. This is both lower parts of my bumpers planned to paint. There was quite a lot of mark of use in the front bumper, which needed some extra work. First layer is acid paint, which makes a solid base for the actual base coat. Funny, but it looks almost the same color as my car. Jukka's mixing wet on wet base coat, which is the next step. Volcano red includes funny named stuff in it like salmon red and orange flash. Here Jukka is mixing color to be sprayed on the body panels.
Several days later.
Here's body panels a few days later after the clear coat has dried up properly. I think the color looks amazing in the right light. That's the lower parts being painted and ready to put back together. Looks brutal, but Jukka knows what he's doing, so don't worry. He's been doing this for ages. Only thing left is to put the pieces back together and carefully put back on the car. Last piece is the S-line rear wing, which was put on with the double-sided tape, like that.
One month after the paint, I took the car to PP detailing to be PPF'd.
It takes at least a month for the paint to dry up properly before you should BPF it. I wanted to have my front end safe and secure after it's been painted. The car was washed properly and the BPF film was put on the bonnet, headlights and the front bumper. First the guys wet sanded a few spots from the surface, then polished the area that's going to be PPF. Hot steam helps a lot with cleaning the parts for the PPF film. Fuzzy spraying of Geon lift on the bonnet, which helps installing the BPF. Guys lift carefully this huge piece of PPF film on the car. First, all four corners are attached to the fender and bumper to help the install.
Kesäsi bronssit pinnassa, päivästä toiseen katuja grindaamassa. Kadumiehet on kulmalla chittaamassa, on pullokassit ja kessut kintaassa.
Fuzzy sprays Geon slip on top of the film before he starts to squeaky the PPF. Once the whole piece is installed, it's time to cut off the extras and finish the install. Then we do the same thing all over again with the front bumper and the headlights. Here Fuzzy is using hot steam to soften the film for a little bit easier install. No more stone chips in my front end, please.
Next thing was to add some brakes on the Allroad.
Brakes. These babies are from Gorilla Custom. Big up to my man. Matthew with the brake kit. These small boys are soon to be gone. Bye bye. Front discs, brake lines and everything. Oh, 380 millimeters. Yep, that's the rear disc. 355.
Joo. Kiristyy.
That's the temporary paint booth. Excellent. Epoxy paint done. That's first layer of yellow done. This is the adapter that moves rear caliper to new location for bigger 355mm disc. Old one, new one. Setting up the big brake kit not only changes the look of the car but also gives a lot more stopping power. These bad boys are 6-piston Ekebono 8N calibers. Get yours from Gorilla Custom. A lot of people keep telling me to color match the plastic and delete the chrome trim, but instead I did the opposite and added another color for the brakes. And I think they look awesome and pop really nicely.
Now what's the car without proper set of wheels and tires?
I took my Gorilla Custom wheels to Lapin Gumi and then wrapped them with 265/30 20-inch Toyo Sport Proxys tires. Wheels are custom made to fit my Allroad and the specs are 10.5x20 ET30. Now that's one really good looking wheel tire combo. Looks really nice and wide.
Oh, we have almost finished. Next up is detailing.
I didn't want to do a full polish and ceramic coat in winter because winters in Finland are quite harsh for your car. I took the car in loving hands of BP Detailing mid-May and man, they did a good job. It looks like a whole different car polished and coated. today's video we are changing the white headliner to a black one. This is the last time you will see the white one.
And just like that, we have a black headliner.
I was trying to buy this set for ages and finally got it to Finland with a little help of my friends. Here's all the parts we need to swap. You can see the actual roof liner behind the car. And this is everything that came out of the car. What a job. Taking out the original white roof starts from the back. When you take everything out, including backseat, it's good to vacuum the interior. You have to pull out everything from the back all the way to the A-pillars. Remove the handles and the pillars, then move the sun visors, and that's when the roof liner starts to come off. That's one empty shell. Halfway done. We had to change black parts on the old light unit due to different power connectors. The new headliner goes in, and the first thing is to put on the sun visors in the front. Then continue with all the handles and pillars. The swap took us the whole day, so if you're planning to do the swap, make sure you have plenty of time to do it. Looks so much better with the black headliner. I promise I won't buy another car that doesn't have a black headliner. This is the only way to go. Yeah, just a quick tour of what's been done to my Allroad. It's a little more than just the wheels and suspension, even though many people see the car that way. But now it's time to enjoy some fruits of labor, so here's some fresh footage for you guys. So enjoy!
Irtoköydestä selviytyin. Mä oon stadi etsityin. Irtoköydestä selviytyin. Mä oon stadi etsityin. Selviytyin. Mä oon stadi etsityin. Irtoköydestä selviytyin. Mä oon stadi etsityin. Mä oon stadi etsityin. Stadi etsityin. Irtoköydestä selviytyin. Mä oon stadi etsityin.
Otetaan saman tien nakit, kolmet nakit, bongi, reggae bongi, bongi, kolahtaa bongi, juomaan nakit. Otetaan saman tien nakit, kolmet nakit, bongi, reggae bongi, bongi, kolahtaa bongi. tien shotit, kuumet shotit. Blondit, regeblondit, kolahtaa blondit. Juodaan shotit, otetaan saman tien shotit, kuumet shotit. Blondit, regeblondit, kolahtaa blondit. Nyt juomaan nakit, otetaan saman tien nakit, kolmet nakit, bongi, rege bongi, kolahtaa bongi. Juodaan shotit, otetaan saman tien shotit, kuumet shotit, blondit, rege blondit, kolahtaa blondit.
That's it for this episode. I hope you liked the content. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see from me in the future episodes. So I know. Tjenare. See you in the next one. Peace out.